Morning all. Apparently I slept through it last night. We had a cloud burst. And this little stream is only 3 or 4 foot across and a few inches deep. Like I say, quite a lot of rain come down last night. Where we live in Cheshunt, that's mostly underwater. Puddles everywhere, and of course idiot drivers don't want to get their cars wet, although it's raining. They drive on the opposite side of the road. What's wrong with people? I don't know. It's rain, it's water, it's puddles. Just drive, man, drive. Jesus. And poor old Max, he's going to get soaked through again. I say, we come over here last time, it was like damp. I just ain't got a little miniature swimming pool over there. Look at that one. And as I say, if you look at some of these Adventures of Max, this little bridge we're going to walk on in a second, you can see how small the stream actually is. And obviously the river water, lake water, upstream as they say, it's made its way through, and it's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable amount of water over there. That's strange, isn't it? Climate change, that's what it is. You get rain. Now, sort of October, November is a rainy season. But will we get snow this year or next year? Snow, that's what I want. I want snow, 6 foot of snow. I haven't had decent snow for such a long time. Mind you, when it does snow, I go, oh, I hate snow. Wow. Now, you're not going to believe this. This is absolutely unbelievable. You're not going to believe this is unbelievable? It's the sort of same thing, really, isn't it? Like I say, last time I filmed this, it must have been about 6, maybe 7 feet across. That's because there's some rain before. Now you can imagine how deep this is now. Look at that, eh? The bank, where that tree is, the bank to your right is running about 4 foot. Now it's all underwater. That's unreal, isn't it? Absolutely unreal. Look at the state of it. Wow. Oh, absolutely amazed. I say, all these trees, they're all on dry land, not no more. And as I say, I slept through it last night. Max, where's he gone? I'll be back later. He's probably found someone going to have a sniff out, I suppose, crazy squirrely squirrel. Anyway, I'm going this way. That even walks down there, look. Can you believe it? I'm going this way. Well, you going that way, was you? I want to meet you around the other side. Mr. Independent, I'll meet you around the other side. Go on, go back. Go on, clear off. As if he would. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What are you on about? The 3rd of November? 3rd, 4th? I don't know, yeah. 3rd of November, I suppose, 2022. It's about 10 to 8 in the morning, and it's a wet one. Got a couple of towels in the car, so Max will probably be alright. We've already got towels down indoors because he's going to be wet. He don't care as long as he goes out. Well, we've seen those squirrels today. They're all tucked up in bed, mate. All the sensible squirrels anyway. What can you say? Bumped into his mate the other day. Don't know if you see the other film, Toby. 17 months old. He's a cheeky little so-and-so. He pushes Max about. Come on, we're going to go play. Max again now. Us old boys don't play no more. I like to believe he's going to be 7 next year. Time, it just like it drags by. And you blink your eye and it's gone. And you think, whoa, what's happened? Absolutely amazing stuff. They say that time's an illusion. Before the Edwardian times, or whatever it was, I don't know how far back it goes, there wasn't any time. You just had seasons: wet, dry, sunny, cold. You was born in the summertime or winter or whenever you was born. You went to work when it's daylight and you come home when it's dark. Somebody somewhere thought, right, 24 hours in a day, so we split that all up. That was dry the other day, that was, or dry-ish. Absolutely amazing stuff. I think this is going to be one of those mega long, boring, rabbiting, pointless sort of films. A bit like watching Prime Minister's Questions Time, really. Now, does that look like a squirrel? Seriously. Does that look like a squirrel with wings that can fly? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Get your act together, boy. Oh. Come on, Whistle Biggle Bum. How else he thinks he's seen? There's nothing there, is there? What's he seen? It's probably a leaf falling down somewhere. I think water's got into his ear, got into his brain. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, I can tell you something, there's not many people about today. He's off again. Definitely a squirrel. Could have been a pigeon who just took off. Well, pigeons are grey, aren't they? Squirrels are grey, so I was saying that was a pigeon. But it could have been a squirrel. If I was a squirrel, I was in my dray, all nice and warm, would I want to come out foraging for nuts in weather like this? Nah. And get chased by a dog like him? Definitely not. I think I'll stay in my dray. Funny enough, when you see a dray, you think it's a great big weird looking bird's nest. They're very similar, very similar. In my little world, squirrels are fantastic little things. They live in little houses, front doors and windows and stuff. Oh dear. Well, apparently there won't be no water shortage this time of year. You know, it begs the thing, doesn't it? All these modern houses they're building, when they build one of these modern houses, why don't they sink underneath the ground like a 5,000 litre tank with a little solar pump with a filter, so when it rains all the water goes down, goes into these great big tanks, so in the summer when it's really really hot you can use all that water, 5,000 litres of it. Doesn't cost a brass farthing, doesn't cost a penny, so you can water your garden. It's not rocket science, is it? Just a little bit of common sense. But they build more houses with exactly the same amenities. 10 times more traffic or a fraction of more roads. All the sewers, nobody thinks of sewers, do they? You go for a poo and a wee 2-3 times a day maybe. That has to go somewhere. Sewers? No, don't talk about sewers. You want your toilet blocks up. You talk about it then. All the tens of thousands of new houses. All the old systems. Electric, same grid. They don't build no more power stations, do they? Nobody thinks of anything of these. It's just like, it's weird. 21st century, and it's like nobody's actually put any thought down, have they? I don't know. Maybe I'm the odd man out. Maybe I should get my own channel. I moan a lot, or whatever it says. I moan a lot. That's not a bad name actually. I like that. I moan a lot. Yeah. Does he? Yeah, probably. It's like having a bloke whose last name Waters, isn't it? His name's Billy Waters. I said, does he? How's he Walter? He's going for a poo. Oh no. No, it's the only wet one. I'll pick that up later. Little tiny driplets. As I said before, he's on that raw diet and he gets bunged up every so often. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going through the motions, but it's not actually going through the motions. Took him down to the vets, changed the diet, I tried all that. Unfortunately, it's one of those things he's got to put up with. That's giving him a bellyache though, surely. I mean, he's had a major poo a little while ago, not now, a little while ago. That's all been sorted out and put away. But obviously his water pistol's working lovely, isn't it? Ah, poor little thing. Right, I'm going to turn, oh my god, get it on. I'm going to turn this off in a few moments. I just want to see this other side of the street. No way. Absolutely no way. This has got to be at least 6 foot deep. There's absolutely no way. Wow, would you believe it? Jeez. That tree is on dry land. Not anymore. Wow. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely, positively, no way. Yeah, definitely a cloudburst last night. Definitely a cloudburst. And that water, that must have come down in absolute steroids. That must have absolutely rocketed down. Look at it all. Wow, Lee Valley underwater. We're in this bridge, as you know from previous Adventures of Max. You've got a clearance of about 3 foot. Easy 3 foot clearance, not no more. Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen it this bad before. Absolutely unbelievable. Can you imagine we're in a bridge here? You wouldn't be able to wade through it, would you? You're underwater, it would drown you. Right then, Mr. Max. That's our little bit of excitement for today. Adios amigos.